Thank you, sir, for your warm greetings and kind suggestions. I'm sure the association will note them down to enrich our activities even more for the benefit of the department. I now request the chief guest of today's opening, our Honorable Vice-Chancellor, Professor Salih Hassan Naqib, to come forward and say a few words today. Ladies and gentlemen, let us welcome our chief guest, the Honorable Vice-Chancellor of our University, Professor Salih Hassan Naqib.
Assalamu alaikum and a very good morning to you all. This is the 6th alumni reunion of Department of English, University of Rajshahi. We have many present and past faculty members of this department here with us. We also have the President of the Alumni Association, the Honorable Chairperson of the department, and we have our two Vice-Chancellors sitting at the podium. This is a very happy occasion, and I congratulate the department for arranging this event. Whenever I get an opportunity to talk about Department of English, it becomes very personal. Because, as many of you already know, my father was a student of this department. He was a professor of this department, a chairperson. My mother was also a student of this department, and I think she is with the 1968 batch. And I think it's not known to you that my aunt, the elder sister of my mother, she was also a student of Department of Physics, and she was also a principal of the government college and retired as a professor in English. So this department goes a long way back in my memory, and in times like this, I vividly remember my childhood, because I remember Ismail Chacha, I remember Joinal Chacha, I remember Najiruddin Chacha. I remember very fondly the sweet memories of Professor Sadruddin and Professor Ali Anwar, because during those times it was like an extended family. Sadruddin Chacha, he has two sons, Milan Bhai and Liton. Liton was my contemporary, and Professor Ali Anwar, he had a son, Ali Shihab Sabit. We were classmates. So during our boyhood, as I said, it was like an extended family. We have so many good memories. At the same time, I think I'm being a bit disturbing just by saying my personal feelings, that I think I should share it with all of you. I'm particularly grateful to Ismail Chacha because, when I was 7, I started collecting postal stamps, and he was my accomplice. I used to come to English department after the school, And what we did, we went through all the waste paper baskets because all the letters that came from abroad, they were thrown in the waste paper baskets. So Ismail Chacha helped me to dig out the envelopes and taking out the stamps, particularly from Great Britain, Canada, and United States of America. So those are the days, I remember them. They are very close to my heart. This department has a very rich and long tradition. When my mother entered the department, I guess also this is the same for my father. Probably late Professor Dilur Rahman Siddiqui was the chairperson. And before that, during the inception, the scholar somewhat forgotten that he was one of the leading scholars in Bangladesh in English, Professor Syed Ali Ashraf. I think Professor Sajjad Hussain, I don't know whether he was both were at this department. So, yes, they belong to the same family actually. So this is absolutely wonderful. In terms of scholarly contribution, in terms of teaching ability and research, this department is truly a remarkable one. And I hope that legacy is continuing and it will continue in the future. The Alumni Association has a lot to do for the betterment of the department. It can contribute in so many different ways. And this is the thing I usually say at every alumni reunion. The success of this alumni reunion will not be measured by the good times you all have here. It will be measured by the contributions, the meaningful contributions you are making for the betterment of the department and the institution. So we should always remember we are here to give. This department has given all of you an identity, and this is a very big part of your life. You have gained so much from this department. Now it's time you give something back, and you must do that. And there's another thing. After many years, this university now has an effective Central Alumni Association. I take this opportunity to request you all to become a member of this Central Alumni Association. Because you see, if we think about the department, we must also think about the institution as a whole. So I think our responsibility is also for the institution as well. So I will request you to look at that matter seriously. My mother was supposed to be here. She is 80 years old. This morning, actually she is not very well, but she is very high-spirited and she is very strong mentally. So there was a possibility that she would be here, but this morning she was feeling quite unwell and she couldn't attend. So please excuse her, and I request all of you to remember her in your prayers. My father passed away in 2022. It has been more than 3 years. My mother is with me. I will really request you all to keep her in your prayers. And again, I'm very thankful because English department, I'm a student of physics, but English department is very special. That is my home, away from my home, because, as I have told you, in my upbringing, this department has contributed. So thank you so much once again for giving me this opportunity to be here. I wish that this department has the potential and it will become the best English department in the country. Because we should not settle for any less. We should try to be the best we can be, and we should aim high, and there is no reason why this department cannot be the best in this country. Even in the subcontinent, it can have a very distinct position. If we all try hard, it can happen. Thanks once again. Assalamu alaikum.